Collective, my people, the public, how you guys doing? Man, it's been crazy. Since the last video that I released regarding the second part and the first part of the smear campaign and also the isolation plans that failed so badly. So badly failed. Okay, so there's been a little scrambling in the ethers, people panicking left and right. My copycat, the karmics, and everyone involved in the cyberbullying and gang stalking, all rushing to delete every form of evidence that will show that yes, they are guilty and they did actually participate in that. You know why I got proof and why I'm saying this? If everything I've been saying so far was nonsense or crap or rubbish or how like if everything that I've been saying so far is lies, let's just put it as lies. That's what they said I'm saying. If exactly everything that I've been talking about that was going on with me, that has been happening so far, was actually lies, why you guys panicking? Why you guys running helter and skelter trying to get lawyers and policemen to be contacting me, to warn me to take down my contents or to stop talking? This is it. If truly you did nothing, and if truly you weren't doing all these things, will I actually come on here and say all this? If you chose to leave me alone and leave the rest of us that choose to practice what we want to practice, to live our lives, to raise our children, to have a normal life, why are you scrambling? Why? Because you know what you did, and you never expected me to come out here on the public and actually say everything about the people and what they did. See, since your plan was to take me out, let me to stop breathing, orphan my children, all those nasty things, in order for you to destiny swap, energy exchange. Even right yesterday, you guys still went to another practitioner, and that practitioner is currently on his sick bed, his deathbed. He will pass away. That spiritualist that you used to be attacking me over and over again, that man is going to pass away. And all of his little winches, those 3 little winches, they're going to pass away too. Yes, I know. The lawyers that were involved to actually get the birth certificate and also the death certificate done, the doctor and the clinic or the hospital that was involved in producing my death certificate and also involved in making false reports against me, claiming that I am mentally unstable. Why are you guys panicking? You guys received a huge amount of money to do this shit, didn't you? And the money you received was mine. The person who stole my money, you knew the person stole my money. You knew the person has something that is not theirs. And you knew I was the rightful owner to it. And yet you assisted them because they paid you money. So that means I am not the first person you guys actually done that to. You have done it to many people, right? Well, what do they say? You may do it to many, but there will always arise one that will be the reason you fall, because what you're doing out there is evil. And funny enough, all these people involved in this are actually people who go to church, people who shout hallelujah, Praise God. Hallelujah. Worship the Lord. Lift your hands. Harabarabara. All those damn done rubbish. Just misleading people up and down. Pastors, worship leaders, instrumentalists, musicians, elders, deacons in the church that involve themselves in doing such hideous and notorious things. Wow. You know what I'm gonna say? God is very, 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 very disappointed in you. So, like I said, if you guys did nothing wrong, there is no reason for you to start scrambling around looking for how you want to shut me up or silence me. Even paying people on TikTok to actually lessen the views or limit the views to my account or limit how far my video goes. I know what you guys have been up to. People like me exist once a lifetime, and we exist because of people like you. People like you who have murdered many innocents. People like you who have destroyed many innocent lives. People like you who kicked widows, fatherless down when all they needed was your help. People like you who achieved where you're supposed to achieve and forgot the reason why you even wanted to go up that high. Forgot the reason you were fighting for. Forgot your struggles when you were still struggling before you received your wealth and abundance. People like you that need to lie, cheat, and manipulate to be put or to get the promotion and abundance where you are. People like you that had to go and murder, steal, kill, and destroy. You were having churches and you're supposed to encourage the people on how to live a righteous life, on how to be good to the public, on how to help the fatherless and how to help the motherless, on how to teach them about justice. But no, you chose to keep quiet at every form of bullying. You chose to keep quiet at every form of injustice, and you even participated in it. So many horrible things were done to me by my very own family, by my very own mother, my sisters, my father, my childhood friend, people that are not from the same mother and father, from different countries and bloodlines, but I took as my own brother and sister, all joined in this whole plan to assassinate her, so that I don't know who the hell told you that if you destiny swap and you energy harvest of a light worker or chosen one, earth angel, that you will actually inherit. Whoever told you that seriously lied to you. Whoever told you that lied to you. And now you're reaping the consequences out of a lie. Well, it all started because of your greed. So, to all of you running around looking for lawyers, going to these pastors, going to there, going to places, bodies, government bodies, to all of your burning evidences, to all of your deleting those fake pages, trying to delete those contacts from your phone, all out of the gang stalking, the assassination, the corrupt policemen, the hospitals, doctors that you were in contact with to do all this nonsense. You're not going to get away. You're not going to get away. Heaven has stepped in. God has stepped in. The only thing from now is you will receive 10 times worse than what you have impacted on me and my children. So, and as for me, I am not going to stop talking. I am not going to stop saying all the things that happened to me, including that wench that tried to be my copycat, that looked like me, want to talk like me, did surgery to even look like me, dressed like me, thinking she would be me. You can never be me, bitch. You can never. And to my ex that joined together with my family to point out to them all my weaknesses so that you help the rest of them to attack me, you're not getting away. Like I was saying earlier, if what I was saying was not true, the police wouldn't have contacted me yesterday to talk about the content I was releasing on my TikTok. A lawyer wouldn't contact me yesterday telling me to stop talking about it, that I should just move on and treat it as if it was a bad dream. You know why I'm speaking? Because you have done it to so many people and destroyed so many lives. You same group of people, and you thought that I would be like the rest of them and back down? No. Do you know the meaning of my name? To the copycat who's also doing the same content that I'm doing, who's claiming that she is a high priestess, but she had to always check on my latest post to see what I'm talking about. The same person that hacked my YouTube and my phone to see how I'm receiving messages from the divine. Honey, I talked about it previously and I will still tell you again. This is to my copycat. If I am watching any videos on YouTube, it serves as a confirmation to what I already know. I already knew it. That is why I watch YouTube, because I will also receive the same messages from different readers as a sign of confirmation. That doesn't mean that I'm watching somebody to have the wisdom that I have, to receive the guidance that I have. We authentic and original light workers that serve the divine receive our messages in many forms. We can just like look up on the cloud and the cloud will be looking differently. Maybe this time on the cloud there will be Jesus' face. Or maybe if we just look into the water and we see a fish swimming differently and there will be a message in it. Maybe if we walk on the ground, we see something on the ground that will give us confirmation. Maybe we dreamt about it and the next morning we're walking or doing our job or doing some work in the kitchen or sweeping the floors and we see signs that shows us, that confirms all the messages that has been shown to us. Girl, even if you want to be a copycat, work a little harder now. Work a little harder. Come on. Why don't you try to seek God? Try to seek God and ask God what your path is. If truly this calling is for you, isn't it getting a little harder right now? Trying to keep up and you still can't keep up? Trying to look like me, wear clothes like me, talk like me, even went as far as doing surgery to look like me? Girl, you wanted to look like me rather than looking like yourself? Wow, you must be really obsessed with me. Thanks for being a fan, an extreme one at that. I feel honored. Oh dear, dear, dear. You went to change your life, your hair, your hairstyle, your dress line, the way you act, the way you behave, everything to look like me? To go seduce my divine partner? To break a divine contract for union? Two people that the heaven have put together to fulfill a divine role. You had to go in and jump and be the centerpiece to break us apart? Well, in some ways I would say thank you, in some ways I would not say thank you. In ways which you actually tested my divine counterpart and he didn't live up to the moment because he fell back. He lost his wings. But no problem, because I gained mine. And the same creator that makes and breaks contracts, that puts people together and still separates them apart, that gives and still take it away, that same God, he can actually break up a contract and create a new one. Now, baby girl, let me see you try and go and get between the new contracts. You can keep the old one. Come on, keep the change. I don't need it. I have something new waiting for me. Okay. That is for the copycat. And now, Come on, you guys, don't act as if like you're surprised. You knew you were actually funding into her life for acting like me. You featuring her in videos, in movies and stuff like that just because she looked like me. You were even supporting her channels where she was channeling and all using demonic ways which wasn't even real. You, all of you going to church, people who are going to church was actually funding this lady. You guys were funding this lady. You were supporting her life. You were paying her rent. You were buying her stuff. And she was spreading her legs 360 degrees for all of you. Oh yeah, you thought I didn't know? I know. How can someone that says they are from heaven, that is following the heavenly protocols, be jeopardizing their spiritual hygiene? It is very important to us, and that is the exact same reason I have been celibate. I haven't had sex with a man for years. I have kept myself pure and holy for my divine counterpart. So how can someone that walks like me, talks like me, try to prove that she even receives divine messages like me, be spreading her legs 360 degrees for everything that walks in front of her, just for y'all to snap a picture of her doing that thing and use her for the OnlyFans account and all those things and claiming it's me? Oh my gosh, you guys are in serious trouble. So what's the point? You can try to delete, but you forget that the internet always stores data. The internet always stores data. The government does it because of people like you. This is why even though someone has committed a crime 5 years ago, you will still get arrested. Even though it's 5 years ahead, you will still get arrested for your crime. So, my darling copycat, the one who took time to look like me, walk like me, talk like me, just to be me and still couldn't be me, I have to congratulate you for your failed efforts. At least you tried. But you can never be me, honey. Isn't it obvious? You can't even sing, for heaven's sakes. Yeah, a high priestess sings. You can't sing. That's how dumb you guys are for supporting such a bitch. So, now, this is to my exes, my failed relationships, the ones that came to Energy Harvest and Destiny Swap, that came to take from me instead of give to me. So you guys actually joined in together with my family just because I didn't agree to be a third party in your marriage. Just because I didn't agree to be a scammer like you. Just because I didn't agree to be hurting people and be doing to people wrong things. Just because I didn't agree with your lifestyle that involved taking drugs, your lifestyle that included of sleeping around with both men and women, your lifestyle that you were married and you still wanted to have me as your side piece. Just because I didn't agree to that, you chose to join together with my family and my haters to punish me. Because of this, you will never find true love. You will never find a supportive partner that will support you the way I did, that stood for you the way I did. You tried to destroy my character. You joined in and talked so badly, false lies about me. Unspeakable things, heinous things about me, just because I refuse to follow like you. I want to see the world changed. I want my children to have a different life. Therefore, I refuse to be part of you guys in your toxicity. I don't want it because I don't want to end up like you. I pity all of you. And for that person that has been coming online, that hospital and doctor that has been coming online and calling me mentally unstable, crazy, in depression, on drugs, a prostitute, well, I pity you. I really pity you, honestly. Your end is here and you will be disgraced. Now, to my ex that actually lied on me, who never told the real reason why we actually broke up, who said that I was the one who was cheating. Bro, you were gay for pay. Why would I want to be with a gay man? A man who sleeps around with other men, who likes ass more than, a woman's hole. Why would I want to be with you? You only use women to, how do I say, camouflage or hide and tell people that you're not gay, but you're gay. And you're not only gay for pay, you are gay by choice. Why don't you just accept who you truly are and join the LGBTQ team, the rainbow team? Accept who you are. The world celebrates people like you. Go with them and stop disturbing us women who want a real partner. Stop lying to us, stop cheating us. I left your ass because you were gay. Yes, I find out. I'm not dumb. I see through shit a lot. I saw you and I left. So, for the fact that you went to lie to 3 witches and said that I was the one that is coming against you and you were actually reaping your karma, because no one touches an anointed or harms a prophetess goes unpunished. And for the fact that I'm a chosen one and also a high priestess, what do you think you were escaping from? You can't escape anything. That's why most of you are sick right now with STDs and sickness that the hospital cannot give a description about. You're sick. You know why? Because you mess with the anointed. You mess with the prophetess. You mess with the high priestess, a chosen one, earth angel. You try to take from them while practicing heavy witchcraft. And not enough, when you saw that your heavy witchcraft was not working, you saw it was not working, you went and got outside help from real witches and warlocks. And still it didn't work. That is why I said in my earlier messages, in the earlier times, that a warlock, a wizard is in a dying bed, is in a deathbed and will pass away anytime. Yes, they will. And to my sister who joined together with police, to my childhood friend that joined together and supported and called me mentally unstable and saying that I'm a bad mom, that I abuse my children, come and gladly interview my children and ask them if I'm a bad mom. Go to my children's school and run an interview to say that I'm a bad mom. Let me see what they are going to say. And you guys are saying, oh, she did this to me. She threw hexes and curses my way. No, bitch, I didn't do such thing. I don't light candles to harm others, even though I have been harmed, even though I know where the harm came from. I know who did it, but I have never for one day returned it to you. Whatever is happening to you right now is out of the actions of your own hand. All the spells, all the curses, all the hexes coming back to you. You know the law. And you know the consequences of harming someone that works with the divine. And when someone works with the divine, both hell, earth, and heaven, and the universe have to cooperate. You know, it's not like you don't know. It's just that you refuse to tell the person paying you because you were enjoying the money. You were enjoying the money. You were enjoying getting paid. To all those who lied on me, and to my family that took out that insurance claim, that money that was mine, and was using it to pay people, to silence me, to kill me, to orphan my children, so that you can adopt them and abuse them the way you're abusing your own. People can see you abusing your children. So as an abuser like you, why would you want to come and take my own children and start abusing them? You can't take care of your own. Why you want to come and take care of mine? You have called police on me so many times, telling the police that I'm a harmful terrorists or whatever it is, that they came with big guns and shit to come and arrest me. At the end of the day, they find out that I'm not all of that you said about. I'm none of that. I am just an honest human being trying to have an honest life and raise good children in this community that will benefit the future generations. And for the pastors that was calling me witches and wizards just because my beliefs is not the same like you, just because I don't want to scam people, just because you were busy receiving money from prostitutes and scammers to maintain your business of a church. You're not really running a church organization. You guys are the real scammers. The Bible highly detests prostitutes and scammers and the money that they give to church, but yet you beg them. You even lie to them and say that they will receive salvation if they pay the church and support the church. Thank God there is spiritual court, and spiritual court will discuss issues like this before it gets to the earthly courts. Before the earthly lawyers take on to the cases, there is spiritual court and spiritual lawyers. The angels are witness, the air is witness, the earth is witness, the water is witness, the ants, the cats, the pets, and everything that you have around you are the witnesses of everything that you do. So, don't think you got away. While you were doing that shit, there were pairs of eyes all around you watching you about what you did. I always say that. Always do good whether people are looking or not, because you don't know who is watching. Most importantly, you don't know what is watching. So, and my last warning goes out to all those who are delaying and trying to continuously delay the messages, the person who has been paid to limit my views on TikTok from my messages reaching the public. Limit the authorities for coming in. Still trying to go onto my email address and hack emails, delete messages, block calls that are reaching my phone. Your judgment day is near and you will be dealt with harshly. To the fake police, the fake nurses and all of them, the dirty cops, the lawyers or whatever that was involved in it, your time is near. If I'm talking nonsense, police won't call me and the lawyers won't tell me to shut up. This is proof enough to me that whatever I'm saying is the right thing. And I've been urged many times to speak, and here I am being obedient to my calling and my instructions. So don't hate me for it. Don't hate the messenger. Oops. Hate yourself for being an asshole. Hate yourself for thinking that you can play God. Hate yourself for thinking that you can do evil and get away. That's why people like me are born. To break the curses, the generational offenses of people that has been continuously harming and killing the innocent. That's why people like me came. People like me were born. I'm not bragging here, but I'm making a statement, which is a truth. Haven't you tried to find out what my name is? And to my father and my mother, when you conceived me, you know the prophecy that you received. Now, do you remember when you were praying and why my name was based on Psalms 46 verse 1? If you read the whole chapter of Psalms 46, you will realize that Psalms 46 chapter 46 verses 5 says that God is within her, she will not fall, for he is an ever-present help to her in times of need. And my name, which is God is my refuge and strength, I'm living up to it. I'm just fulfilling prophecy. I'm just fulfilling your prophecy, obeying commandments, walking in the designated path that was created for me, fulfilling my purpose. And I'm so glad I obeyed. This is it, a 30-minute message to the copycat, to my exes, whatever. If you think you destroyed stuff for me, you're wrong. And you're going to watch how the divine is going to come in and bless my obedience. Yes. Whatever you stole, since you don't want to give it back, it shall be taken away from you in a very painful and embarrassing way. Now the whole world's going to know what you did. It's going to be on national TV. Enjoy the press.